If you get to know the rules of money, you will easily get rich, and in this video we will tell you 9 such rules of money. Without any further delay, let's start. Number 1. Invest solely in activities that you comprehend. It is essential to possess comprehensive knowledge regarding the items or services for which you make daily payments. The adherence to this guideline is essential when purchasing high-value items or investing funds for profit generation. Adhering to this guideline could have mitigated 25% of financial failures. Many investors lack awareness of the industry in which they are investing and do not possess the knowledge necessary to dispel the misconceptions surrounding a company established by another individual. Individuals allocate capital to unfamiliar ventures in pursuit of substantial returns. Commence with an analysis of the industry prior to making investments in a new company. Investment should be pursued when one possesses a sense of confidence. Number 2. Avoid making financial expenditures under pressure. A straightforward principle. Inform them, "I require some time to consider this matter," if they persistently request financial assistance. Limited instances of urgent purchasing opportunities are present. Acquire the necessary goods or services following your analysis. Refrain from acquiring items solely for pressure relief. Ensure that any purchase contributes positively to your life. The persistent pressure to expend financial resources often constitutes a trap. Acquire the ability to decline. This skill is beneficial in various aspects of life, extending beyond financial matters. The value of free will is significant until it intersects with the autonomy of others. A significant number of individuals exhibit greater proficiency in offensive financial strategies than in defensive ones. Establish a habit of sleeping on it, as there are invariably more avenues for expenditure than for income generation. And critically following the actions of others can lead to negative consequences. Exercise honesty, responsibility, and courage in protecting your financial resources during periods of adversity. In response to the assertion "it is now or never," one may assert never, thereby emphasizing the importance of personal agency in financial decision-making. Please subscribe to our channel and click the like button to access additional financial tips and strategies for achieving millionaire status. Number 3. Prioritize investment in assets rather than in subjective opinions. Business professionals possess distinct objectives and agendas. Observe the principles of supply and demand. Monetize your valuable assets or services at a fair price. Underestimating one's value or setting excessively high prices can lead to enduring consequences. Optimal ideals must be substantiated by corresponding actions. Refrain from investing in unsubstantiated concepts. Your enterprise must transcend mere conceptualization. Initially, transform an innovative idea into a research-informed action plan. The current informational paradigm attributes value and asset-like characteristics to numerous ideas. However, these ideas only attain asset status when documented, executed, and empirically evaluated in the real world. Number 4. Select items suitable for resale. Refrain from purchasing items solely for personal enjoyment to prevent financial waste. Many individuals commit this error by purchasing items that were not planned. Only individuals who are unable to utilize the purchase can truly appreciate it. Evaluate the following for criteria when acquiring high-value assets such as real estate. 1. One may reconsider the decision to purchase. 2. Price is dictated by demand rather than intrinsic value. 3. Expenditure to fulfill desires is only feasible with sufficient financial resources. And for the rarity of a product or service correlates with the difficulty in locating a buyer. Money is valuable due to its universal necessity. In summary, the liquidity of purchases is essential. In the current economic climate, immobilizing a significant portion of your assets in costly, illiquid items can be detrimental, unless these assets are integral to your business or you have extensive connections with wealthy individuals who are prone to extravagant spending. Number 5. Profit holds greater significance than methodology in financial matters. Given the transitory nature of life and the unpredictability of the future, it is imperative to seize opportunities as they arise. Focusing on perfection may lead to a diminished awareness of profitability. Emotional attachment can lead to a disregard for the necessity of monetizing one's activities. Human life is limited, with a span of approximately 20-30 years during which individuals are physically, cognitively, and ideally artistically capable of accumulating sufficient financial resources to support their later years. Select the most effective strategies for generating income while maintaining artistic enthusiasm and deriving enjoyment from the process. Develop the ability to make sound judgments, act swiftly, and capitalize on profit opportunities to achieve financial gain. A fisherman of little interest captured a 1-meter fish and released it back into the river, stating, "It will be more advantageous for me if I catch you next year." Capitalizing on every opportunity to acquire wealth enhances one's financial status. Number 6. Avoid incurring debt for the purpose of ostentation. Numerous individuals and corporations encounter financial difficulties due to non-compliance with this guideline. They conflated financial resources allocated for growth with those intended for ostentation. Demonstrating one's abilities may enhance the skill to achieve a task, whereas personal growth expands the capacity to perform it. When demand can be met, consider investing in expansion opportunities. Demonstrating one's abilities attracts attention without direct engagement. One cannot remain a toddler indefinitely. An expanded environment is necessary for adults to realize their full potential. Although you are still young, displaying your abilities may give the impression of greater advancement. Rather than investing their initial substantial earnings in their business, some individuals opt to purchase luxury sports cars and host extravagant parties. Successful businesspersons prioritize business over luxury, as financial gain often results from innovation and efficient energy management. Currently, many affluent celebrities function primarily as instruments within a broader financial enterprise. While they may possess wealth currently, will this status persist in the future? What cost will they incur to continue boasting about their wealth? Ascending is less complex than sustaining. One may engage in borrowing for the purpose of financial gain, but not for the sake of personal pride. Number 7. Ensure the flow of capital. The transfer of financial assets holds greater significance than their mere size. What is the frequency of changes in monetary assets? Numerous individuals and corporations experience financial losses due to the obsolescence of their assets. If you have long desired to engage in painting, ceramics, poetry, or any other creative endeavor but have yet to do so, you possess a significant amount of unexpressed energy that requires release. Creative activity is not invariably linked to financial gain. Engagement in creative activities enhances energy and emotional states, potentially resulting in increased profitability when effectively optimized. Numerous individuals possess innovative ideas that remain unexpressed or undeveloped. What is the rationale behind referring to business-savvy individuals as sharks? Sharks must maintain constant movement due to the necessity of water flow over their gills. It is essential to ensure that financial resources are actively generating returns. The value of a service is determined by its quality and effectiveness, rather than the price charged for it. A functioning kitten engine is preferable to a malfunctioning elephant engine. Maintain financial and energetic engagement. Number 8. Be prepared to acquire financing for production purposes. Summon your courage and solicit funds to create a project. Numerous individuals express apprehension regarding debt and loan applications. Transactions are conducted exclusively in cash. A small vessel navigates the coastal waters, striving to remain close to the shore. They will soon realize that there are more rocks along the beach and a higher likelihood of encountering the seabed compared to deeper waters. Risk is a fundamental component of profit generation. Avoiding risk may preserve ancestral wealth, yet it will not facilitate the accumulation of significant wealth. Exhibit courage and embrace risk-taking if one seeks financial gain. If the prospect of debt causes significant distress, pursuing entrepreneurship or wealth accumulation may not be advisable. Many successful individuals attribute their wealth to leveraging borrowed funds to implement a viable idea. Money lacks intrinsic value. Profit is derived from the effective use of resources, the provision of goods and services, and the exercise of empathetic leadership. Capital and cognitive resources yield profit. Securing funding is the subsequent phase following the development of a concept and a strategy for implementation. Obtain financing to initiate production. It is advisable to invest a portion of your own capital. However, if you find it necessary to borrow the entirety of the funds, it may indicate that you are not adequately prepared to initiate that business venture. Number 9. It is advisable to refrain from lending money whenever feasible. Lending money to family or friends does not imply a lack of empathy. Possessing wealth presents challenges and invites opportunistic individuals. The conflict between creators and beggars persists. Creators ought to refrain from engaging with beggars, as this constitutes the fundamental principle of the rule. The prioritization of a safety deposit box should not be solely based on the presence of funds in a bank account. Reiterate the importance of asserting the ability to decline requests. Lenders possess a greater understanding of financial matters than the average individual. Prioritize investment over borrowing. Acquiring shares in a friend's business is preferable to providing a loan. Refrain from lending money. Instead, utilize it to create additional wealth. Lending to friends or relatives intertwines personal emotions with financial transactions, which can lead to negative outcomes. Now, please hit the subscribe button as it motivates us to make more new videos for you all.